Alright, fellow guitar players, welcome to Master Guitar Fret. My name is Jörg. Today we're going to hang out in a really cool place. We're going to be in the open E chord, and we're going to play a little blues in there, an acoustic blues, and we're going to use all these nice notes that are around there and easy accessible. It's a very comforting place to be, and that's why so many blues players hang out there, and even if they don't play in the key of E, they often will capo just to keep that feel and these features that are available there. If you get something out of my lesson, then please subscribe, hit the bell so you get notification when new lessons go up. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really a cool place, isn't it? So today I'm going to play a 12-bar blues, and I will incorporate some licks in between the chords I'm playing. I will do 2 full 12 bars of it, but I will divide the lesson into 2 videos. I'm only going to show you how to break down the first part, simply for the reason that you're not overwhelmed, so you have time to learn a 12-bar section with all the licks, get comfortable with the timing and the licks, and then if you feel like it and if you enjoy it, then check out the second video where I incorporate different licks, again over a 12-bar segment, and the licks will be a little bit more challenging. Check that out if you feel like it. Let's just quickly go over the intro. Okay, so it's fairly simple, you might already know that. So we're on fret 4, the G and the E string. You can pick that hybrid picking, or you can also use a pick, but you're not touching the B string at all. So we start on the 4th fret, G and E string. We go, so G, E, G string. Then we go to the 3rd fret, do the same thing. 2nd fret. On the 1st fret we only use the index finger and the open string, and only twice. Okay, and then I have that little slide. You can build that in or you can leave it out, it's not really necessary, but you come and then you hit the open E, and then hit the open E on the 12th fret, and then come up. So I'll play this. And then we'll do that blues shuffle, okay? And I'm sure you know that 1st fret, A string, and open E, and then we'll go on the 4th fret on the A to make that shuffle. Okay? So for the first lick, which goes slide from G2 to G4, open E, and then hit it as you slide up. Open G, and then pick D2. Stop here, okay, because the count is very important. 1 and 2 and 3, because now you have to put in that lick in the 4th count. 1 and 2 and 2. Play that a few times until you get your timing. So the second one is we slide from G2 to G4, and then B and E open. So the lick is a little shorter than the first one, so therefore we're going to have to do an extra count here on the shuffle. 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and, right? Practice that a few times until you have that timing down, okay? And then you can put them together. Okay? So number 3. Okay, so it's the same counting as in the first one. We go 1 and 2 and 3. And then we go, so we slide from anywhere, right? Just slide to the G4. And then we'll make a D7 shape, okay? But on the 3rd fret. And that's actually E7. That's the E7 triad. 1 and 2 and 3. Now you can do that a couple of times. Do that a few times until you have the timing right, and then you can put all 3 together, okay? Now we go back to A. And that is the transition to the A chord. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So again it's 1 and 2 and 3 and do do do. So 1 and 2 and 3 and then we'll go to the A chord, okay? So what we do here is, again we slide to that familiar spot on G4. And then with the index finger we bar both the B and E. Those are the notes that will take us to the A chord. Okay? We're now in A. So the first A lick is, okay? So the count is 1 and 2 and 3. Bend E3 a little, bend it a little, and then B3, and then we'll go back on that A shuffle, okay, G6, and then B5, and then bend B7, bend, release, and pull off. Okay? And now we'll go back to E. And we'll do that 3 times again. So here it's very similar as the very first lick, but we're going to change it just a little bit, okay? So you're actually also picking the B string here. So slide E, open E, E, and then slide into the G2, gotta do that very fast. 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, now the next part is and what we'll play here is an E7. So think of the C7 chord, C major 7 chord, and slide it down to the 5th fret. And that's a C, that's an E7 now. And then we go into the turnaround. Open A, 1st fret, 2nd fret, and then a B7 chord. So when you hit the 2nd fret A string, you can strum the B7. We'll do that again. Now that's a C7 chord, okay? So, but it's the same shape as the B7, we just slide it down. Back up. And then an E chord. and you stop that, right? And then comes that little turnaround piece. Okay, A5, and we pick both hybrid picking. With the pick, we pick the A string, and with our finger, I use my ring finger, I pick the open E on the bottom. So twice, 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 and then the run. Then the open string again and back up, because we go now into the second 12 bar section. So I would suggest that you practice that, try to get the timing as good as possible. Maybe use a metronome to play, okay, and start at a fairly low speed, so you get the feel of this shuffle and how to play those licks in proper timing. All right, and then once you manage it and you're fluid in it and you can play the whole thing through, come back for the second video with some new licks that are maybe a little bit more technically challenging or timing challenging, but nevertheless, once you have the feel for it, you're gonna be able to incorporate them quite quickly, because they're much related to what we do already, hanging out in that open E space. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you do, give me 2 thumbs up. And until next time, I will see you soon. Take care.